Here's how to take your illustration and process it like an anime. Now we're going to do the same thing essentially, but for the character because it looks out of place. But now we're going to do some very small effects like chromatic aberration. This technique is used all the time in anime. Sometimes you just have to zoom in to see it. So if we zoom in on Frieren here, you can see there's red lines on this side and then blue lines on this side right here. So we're going to duplicate our layer and we're going to go to filter. We're going to go to effect and chromatic aberration. And it was very, very small. So like a 2 or 3 is just enough, which when you zoom in is adding little blue and red lines like so. The key part is I'm only erasing certain points of it. Think of it like this, as I only want the chromatic aberration over here and everything over here gets erased. Next, we're going to add some slight blur. You can see how I've done that right here on some of these different parts. Simply just go to layer and go to duplicate, go to filter, go to blur. We'll use Gaussian blur for this. And let's say the strength is like 13 and then use the soft eraser on a very large setting. And normally you want to keep things like the face in the illustration. So we'll erase the face area. The points of interest are basically what we want to keep, and you only want to leave a few little parts here and there. So next we're going to add a halation glow to the character, which looks like this. It's again really easy. So we're going to duplicate our layer and then we're going to go to lighter color. Then we're going to go to blur and we're going to Gaussian blur it again. It depends on how much glow you want. For this case, I'll just use like 20 and then simply just turn the opacity down and you get a slight glow to your character. Now add this with the blur as well. Things are starting to look very nice. So now we need to shadow the character like this. Takes a little bit longer. So I always render my characters as a PNG like this. It's on a transparent background and now we can place it. And now what we do, tonal correction, hue saturation, turn everything off and turn it to soft light. And you can see now it multiplies the layer and makes things darker. Now, why this one took really long specifically for this illustration is because I erased the highlights in the hair. So it took a while to do it correctly, but yes, I literally went through and did this. So it took a while, but I'm not going to do that for this example. Now we're just going to add some slight effects to the character, like some God rays and light rays. And with the shadow as well, you can see that I erased some parts of the back here to make it look like the light is hitting her. So there you have it. That's how you process your illustration to look like an anime.